a Jerusalem Perspective production.
What did Jesus mean by do not judge? By Lois Tverberg. Read by Katya Motseva. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Luke 6:36-38, NIV. Jesus' teaching on judging is one of his most frequently misunderstood sayings, sounding as if he is saying, "Have no discernment, just ignore sin." Often we struggle to find a way to sort out sin without actually calling it that so that we do not judge. While Jesus' ethical demands are high, we often give up trying to follow them if they do not make sense to us. Understanding this saying of Jesus in the light of rabbinic teachings on judging yields both insight and wise application for life. Apparently, Jesus' saying is related to a well-known rabbinic dictum. Judge every person in favorable terms. Mishnah Avot 1:6. The rabbinic statement is an interpretation of Leviticus 19:15. You shall do no injustice in judgment. You shall not be partial to the poor, nor defer to the great, but you are to judge your neighbor fairly. According to Israel's ancient sages, if one wants to be entirely fair in judging one's neighbors, one should give them the benefit of the doubt. That is, judge them favorably. One of Jesus' sayings regarding judging is nearly identical to other rabbinic sayings on the subject. For in the way you judge, you will be judged, and by your standard of measure, it will be measured to you. In the Talmud it is stated, "He who judges his neighbor favorably will be judged favorably by God." The application of this idea is made elegantly clear in a story from that Talmudic tractate. A certain man from Upper Galilee was employed by an individual in the south for 3 years. On the eve of the Day of Atonement, he said to him, "Give me my wages, that I may go and support my wife and children." "I have no money," he answered. "Then give me produce," he demanded. "I have none," he replied. So he said, "Well, then give me land." And he said, "I have none." So he exclaimed, "Then give me some cattle." "I have none." So he slung his things behind him and went home with a sorrowful heart. After the festival, his employer brought all of his wages together with 3 donkeys loaded with food and gifts to his house. After they had eaten, he gave him his wages. He said to him, "When you asked me, 'Give me my wages,' and I answered you, 'I have no money,' of what did you suspect me? I thought you had seen a good bargain and used all your cash to buy it. And when I said I had no produce, of what did you suspect me? I thought perhaps they were not tithed. And when I said I had no land, of what did you suspect me? I thought perhaps it is leased to others. And when I said I had no cattle, of what did you suspect me? I thought perhaps he has sanctified all his property to heaven. By the temple service it was just so. I had rashly vowed all my property because of my son Hyrcanus, who would not study Torah. But when I saw my companions at the feast, they absolved me of my vows. As for you, just as you have judged me favorably, so may the Omnipresent judge you favorably." The story ends once again expressing a similar idea to Jesus' words on judging. Those who are merciful in judgment will obtain mercy themselves. If that is the understanding behind Jesus' use of the words "do not judge" in Luke 6:36-38, it forms a 6-fold parallelism. 1. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. 2. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. 3. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. 4. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. 5. Give, and it will be given to you. 6. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. If Jesus uses parallelism for emphasis, it appears that having mercy and judging favorably are extremely important. Other sages agree. Judging favorably was said to rank with visiting the sick, devotion in prayer, and educating sons in the scriptures, which are all things that are rewarded in this life, but far more greatly rewarded in the world to come. Not surprisingly, Jewish culture up to the present day has endeavored to instill in its people the ethic to judge favorably. A Jewish group meets in Jerusalem with the goal of finding ways to give the benefit of the doubt when it appears someone has done something unkind. Members of the group reflect on hurts in their lives and then discuss ways to excuse the perpetrator. When one did not receive an invitation to a wedding, they would say, perhaps the person was under the impression that he had already sent an invitation. Or, perhaps they could not afford to invite many people.
This is an audio JP clip. To listen to the full article, visit the Jerusalem Perspective website at www.jerusalemperspective.com/4675.